Real woman, real talk all the time, that's facts. See this beat that Eliegh show, recognize she back. And she been what the game been missing. She back. All you gotta do is tune in and listen to see that. See what she gotta say. A little something that could probably help you throughout your day. Yeah, it ain't nothing. She back. With another discussion, she back. It ain't no question. She back like she never left. She back like she never left. She back. Yeah, she back like she never left. She back like she never left. She back. Yeah.
Tuning in to the Eliegh Show, where real women, real talk all the time is going to happen right here in the Eliegh studios. First of all, I want to let you know my name is Eliegh. I want to welcome my guest that's joining me this evening. We have Tara. Hi Tara, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
And we have Karen. Hi Karen, how are you?
Fine.
And I want to thank you guys for taking out of your busy schedules to stop by and enjoy a live discussion. I think you guys will really enjoy this topic. I always feel like it's a good topic to start off a show with, talking about pretty much just being happy and just finding out where you are, you know, in your life, you know, everything that's going on. So, ladies, let me ask you a question. So, are we really happy?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Tara, so tell me, Tara. Tara.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm totally happy. I've been happy, but I've just reached a plateau, and so I'm at a point now where I just want more. So I'm reassessing, reevaluating what I want out of life. That's where I'm at right now.
Okay. And that's dealing, I mean, I don't want to get too personal, but as far as...
It's coming from work, my personal life, my family life, just even with my friends, reassessing everything. I'm doing a purge right now.
Right. And what about you, Karen?
I'm good. I'm happy.
You're happy?
You know, I could be happy a little bit more, but right now I'm good. You know, I love my job. I love where I live. I have my kids, three wonderful sons. So I'm good, you know, as far as my love life. No, I'm not happy.
You're not happy?
It can be a little better.
It can be a little better.
But you know, it is what it is.
Right. Well, you know, just to share a little personal, you know, a little experience, what used to know as far as me. Like I tell everyone, I'm just a regular person. I live a day-to-day life like everyone else. I get up and I go to work like anyone else. I am a parent. I have a son. But at the same time, you know, sometimes in life, you know, like you said, Tara, about the friends and about just pretty much just, you know, sometimes you have to, you don't want to separate who your friends are, but at the same time, you try to evaluate the crowd that you're being around. And, you know, sometimes the people are not having the same ideas, the same values, the same outlook on life. And I mean, you are who you are, but at the same time, sometimes you have to pretty much shy away from certain surroundings, because if they're not seeing or trying to get to where you are, sometimes it's a little, it's to the point to where you have to pretty much just break away from it.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah. Some people are, you start out as friends and then somehow the relationship changes. And as a result of that, you may be going in one direction and your friend's going somewhere else, and you have to break off.
Exactly.
You have to, I'm sorry, you have to get rid of them.
Right.
And I replace, it's really bad. I'm on camera for saying this, but sometimes I replace friends. I let old ones go to bring in new friends.
Right.
Prime example.
Yeah. And Karen, how do you feel about that? As far as friends, I mean, you know, it is true. You know, sometimes, you know, you try to hang, you know, you have a certain type of person. And, you know, it's crazy because you know how sometimes you'll have a certain group of friends that you go out with. Right. You have a certain group of friends that you'll hang out with, maybe go shopping with. Right. And the ones that you'll go shopping with, like maybe you'll go to the mall, opposed to some of them, they don't want to go to the mall. They rather go to, I don't want to say any name, different store.
I'm sorry. I don't do Lauderhill Mall.
You ain't wrong, girl. Do Macy's. you have like a certain type that you would invite. Maybe you have friends that you might go on Las Olas with. Right. And then you have a group of friends that you might want to go on down to the VFW on Pembroke Road. I mean, how do you feel about that, Karen? As far as, you know, on the friend level.
Well, friends today are not the same as what they used to be years ago. You know, years ago back when we was in high school, we had our friends and we was together for 20, 30 years. Now, you meet someone one day and you're expecting so much from them and you're giving your all, but they're not giving their all.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you know, you just break away.
Right, right.
Break away.
And it's crazy because sometimes you can meet a friend and just now meeting them, you might have been friends with them only maybe a few months opposed to a friend that you've been friends with ever since school. And sometimes they can turn out to be the more genuine friend.
Exactly.
You know what I found out, what I learned about myself is depending on where I've been in my life,
right.
I've sort of, I guess, I don't know if I want to say attracted, but I did have a lot of friends at one point that needed my help, or I needed to help them.
Right.
And so, as a result, I gained something from that. But what I found is, when I needed a friend, those friends that I was able to help weren't necessarily able to help me.
Exactly.
So, sometimes I need counseling. And those friends weren't necessarily the ones I could go to. I had to go to somebody else for that. So, I then found myself becoming friends with older people who had wisdom, had more experiences than I had. Right, definitely. More stable values.
Right.
And that were going in the direction that I was going at. The friends that I had that I was helping sort of were stagnant. And when I realized that they were taking more from me than I was able to get from them, I mean, that's not to be selfish, but I just think it's only fair. That's what friendships are, give and take.
Right,
you know,
exactly.
Giving and not getting anything back, it's just like, I can do without it. It's time to move on.
Right.
And I'm always getting, you know, different friends. You know, I think I attract negative people because I want to be positive and I'm always, you know, want to help people out.
Want to help them.
Right. But then you have a certain, you know, you have certain people that come into your life. And when they come into your life, you know, you're thinking that they're genuine, but then as they come, it's like they're taken away from you.
Right, right.
And they're not being positive.
Right.
You know, you're being positive, but they're just study being negative, and then you be want to say to yourself, okay, how can I tell this person that, you know, that's not really what I like to do. That's not really where I like to go, clubs that I like to go to.
Right. Well, let me tell you, that's why this is Real Women, Real Talk. We're going to keep it real on the Eliegh Show. We're going to keep it real. And that's why I want you ladies to know, and I want all my viewers to pretty much know that the show is mainly for us to be real. This is a voice for the ladies to pretty much, don't get me wrong, I want our male viewers, we're going to have a little session to where we're going to have men and women, where we're going to have a live discussion where we can converse on different topics. But I want it to be mainly a home for the ladies to know this is where you can speak out and pretty much say what you feel. So with that being said, we're going to have to do a part 2 to this show. But I want to thank you ladies so much for coming in and, you know, sharing a little discussion with me.
My pleasure.
Not a problem.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Okay, we're back from our commercial break. Once again, this is the Eliegh Show, and we're on the same topic. As ladies, are we really happy? So what were you saying, Karen?
I was talking about a friend of mine. We became friends. We hung out, went to different parties together, but another person came into her life, and what happened was she just totally dismissed me.
Was it a guy?
It was another girl.
Another chick?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
For a man?
No.
For a chick?
It was a chick.
No, I'm saying it was a chick, but when she met a guy.
No, she met a female. She met another girl, which became her friend.
Oh, okay.
And you know,
yeah, I mean, a little lost there. Come back. All right.
But they ended up hanging out.
Oh, really?
And she totally just cut me off. So I confronted her about it.
And what did she say?
She was like, well, it's not like that. Oh, yes, it is like that. Because if you have another friend and you and her doing things together, first of all, me and you is friends. we like two flat tires, you know, we going to parties together, we hanging out, and then all of a sudden, this chick just come along and I'm not hearing from you.
Yeah, that's a little dry.
How long had y'all been friends before the new?
We were friends like 2-3 years.
Really?
2-3 years.
Wow.
And then she just up and she met this other girl, and next thing you know, they became friends. So I just cut her because you know what? That just shows me she wasn't real in the beginning.
You know what? She wasn't real. And it's not, and don't get me wrong, when I say this, it's not saying that it's right to do. But when you have people that pretty much clinch on to one person, even though you know that they are usually in your company, it's because that person, trust me, they're doing something that they pretty much have in 100% in common.
Exactly.
Which is wrong to do. Exactly. But they have that pretty much, you know, something in common that both of them just right on point, just hit it off. Which is not, but like you said, which is not right. But that goes back to what we were saying about, you have certain friends that you do certain things with. That's right. You're not gonna, all of you guys are not gonna, you know, sometimes you will have it where all of you guys hang together, but it's going to be times where you have certain friends that you just do certain things with.
And I have certain friends that I can tell certain things to. Like I have certain friends that are non-judgmental, so a little questionable activity I indulge in, I can share with the friend that's not going to judge me. Right. When I need advice, I go to a friend that, you know, one of my older friends that has more wisdom about things. And, that's just how it is.
So it's, you know, pretty much today and time, you know, I don't have too many female friends. I have a lot of male friends. And when I'm going through something, I always call my male friend up, and he'll just tell me just like it is.
Really? That's awesome. That's awesome. But you know what, guys? We're going to take it to another commercial break. We're going to be back to speak more on we as women, are we really happy? So we'll be back in just a moment. And we're back from commercial break. This is Eliegh, and this is the Eliegh Show. We're on a special topic tonight. Women, are we really happy? So back to what we were talking about. You were saying, Karen, about, we were mainly talking about friends and about, but you know what, let's just sum this up about the friend thing, because you know what, women are going to be who they are, and that's why, like you said, Tara, you bring them in and you push them back out.
Exactly.
Just do what you have to do, but you just be real about it. And at the end of the day, guess what, whoever that person is, only thing they can say is, you know what, she kept it real though.
Yeah, that's right.
She didn't talk behind my back. She didn't stab me in my back. She pretty much kept it 100 with me. Exactly. So it's real. Like I said, this is real talk. But you know what? The subject I want to get on, what about men? How do you feel about men today?
Men
That's another thing.
What they used to be 10 years ago.
How about 20 years ago?
And I don't know if that's saying much. That they're not the same, because as far as I'm
concerned, much worse. They're much worse now.
Okay, because they weren't that good back then either. Yes,
that's true, but you know, they took care of home. They took care of home, and they had a lot of babies. A lot of babies took care of home.
How many homes? How many homes?
That's true too. Girl, you see how, girl, you talk about me, oh my goodness. Girl, I'm about to take my shoes off and talk about this. That's a subject alone. I mean, we can be here.
That's us for hours.
I mean, you know, with the morals, the respect. Help me out. I mean, we can go on and on and on.
To me, the men today, they're not real.
No, they're not.
They tell you what they want to tell you.
They tell you what you think you want. They think we want to hear.
They tell you foolishness. They
lie.
Cheat.
Just point blank, pretty true.
Yeah,
lie. Cheat. Basically, they're not honest.
Not honest. Will look you in the face and tell you one thing when they are lying. I mean, just straight up lying. Telling a L-I-E. Lying. I mean, straight up. Always lying. But you know what? At the same time, I'm not blaming women. But we as women, we have to get a backbone, and we have to know that when we know this about a man, we have to pretty much know to cut it.
Wait. Cut what?
Cut dealing with it as far as like relationship. If you're in a relationship with them. But I'm saying, say if you're trying to start off, because you know you have to be friends before you be anything else.
Okay.
At least we try to.
I was just making sure we weren't being violent.
No. We ain't gonna not that kind of cutting off. Not that kind of cutting off. Not that kind of cutting off. But at the same time, you know, just knowing how to, cause you know, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's hard, but at the same time, all of us want to be loved. All of us want that committed with that commitment, you know, that respect, the man that come, you know, take care of home, and you know, if he's not the father, someone that can play a father figure to our kids. I mean, all of us as ladies, we want that. That is what we want.
Right. But they don't want a commitment. A lot of men do not want to commit. They want to have you and 2 others out there.
Yes.
I think men have insecurities too.
Exactly.
And so I think that's why they have the multiple partners and the cheating and the lying.
Right.
And the other thing I think
they're greedy.
Yes.
Greedy.
Yes. That
they're not satisfied with one woman.
That's right. And
that's true. That's a very good point. They're not satisfied at all.
I think that women have evolved so much from 20 years ago, where we work, we take care of our kids, we take care of our churches, we wash our cars, we paint our houses, we change light bulbs,
cut our grass, anything.
Exactly. We've taken on all these extra duties, and men are just
sitting there looking at you like you got 5 heads.
Yeah. Yep. They're doing things the way they've always done, which is they go to work, they come home, they bring, hopefully they bring the money home, and they sit in the recliner and watch TV. Well, what about helping me take care of the kids? What about helping me with stuff around the house?
They don't know nothing about that.
And then they look at us like, oh, you're a superwoman. Well, I wish I didn't have to be a superwoman.
But guess what? They want to lay and play though. They want to lay and play.
Tail, real quick.
What you call it? What you call it here?
Tail.
Tail.
I haven't heard that in forever.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, but you know, we as women, we have to come together. Like I said, I want us to be a voice. I want us to pretty much come together, have each other's back, and just know how to say, you know, enough is enough. Straight up. I mean, you know, just go about your business. I'm going to go about mine, and just, you know, keep it real. Because one thing about it, a man only does, you know, he will only do what we allow him to do.
Exactly.
That's a very true statement. A very true statement. I mean, so.
and one women needs to, a lot of women really needs to stand up. You know, a couple of guys I done talked to, and, you know, I meet them in the club, and they come up to you and they be, you know, they checking you out or whatever, and then next thing you know, you find out that they're married. They don't even give you the choice to say, you know, well, I am married.
Right.
Or even if you ask them, they still lie.
No, how about this? You tell them you're in a relationship and they say so. Hey, thanks for calling the Eliegh Show. Hey, Flip, what's going on?
How you doing, lady?
I'm good. Thanks for calling into the show. Flip, I have a question for you. We have, me and my ladies, we're sitting here, a couple of friends, we're sitting here, we had a discussion on, we as ladies, are we really happy today? But one of our little subjects that we were speaking about is basically a little viewpoint from you on the men today. Do you feel like the men today, are they really being 100 with the ladies today? Are they pretty much keeping it real?
That's a double standard to answer your question. I mean, you got some guys out here that, for the most part, they gonna keep it 100 with you. Then you got some of them that's gonna keep it 50% with you. You got some of them that just don't really, you know, ain't gonna really care too much. They gonna just tell you what they want you to hear, what they want you to know.
Wow. We spoke on that tonight, didn't we, ladies?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So, I mean, why is it that men, I mean, especially a man that does not have a woman, and meet a nice young lady, someone that has a lot going for herself, she has a good career, decent, respectful. I mean, wouldn't that be something that a man would really want?
I mean, but you gotta look at it, we talking about all different types of men that's out here in the world. You know?
That's true.
First of all, you gotta take into consideration that, you know, women mature faster than men. A woman knows what she wants, how she wants it, how she gonna get it before a man does. Women go off emotions, men go off instinct. So therefore, you know, he can want that, but that don't mean he gonna play his cards right to keep that.
Right. So he'll pretty much, I guess, just play the game as long as he can. Pretty much the expression as always being said, a man will only do what a woman allowed him to do.
Exactly. And just like how women say a man want to take in his ice cream too, that's a known fact.
But but flip, for real though. If a man has found someone, and I understand what you're saying, that it's different men that are out there. There's all different kind of guys that want different types of women. Like some men like classy women, some men like ghetto women. I mean, it's all in what you are attracted to. But at the same time, I mean, if a man comes across a good woman, wouldn't you think that that's something that he would just take heed to? And I mean, just take it and just make it his own?
I mean, yeah, but that goes with his mentality. You know, is he ready for that? You know, do he think he's ready for that? It's all the mentality, man. How mature he is about the situation. You know, obviously a man who's immature, you know, he gonna want to play the field. He gonna want to have one woman on this side, have another woman on this side. And with a man who's been out there in the world and who's played his game and he's just tired of playing, you know, when he finds that right woman, he will settle down.
Wow.
Well said, Flip.
Well said. That's what I'm talking about, Flip. We got to have you. We have to have you as a guest on the Eliegh Show because I just love the way you put things together. And I mean, you 100. I could tell you keep it 100. You're right on point. But thanks for calling into the show, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Okay?
All right, my pleasure, lady.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
First of all, before we end the show, I want to thank my ladies for stopping in. We had a really great time.
Yes, we did.
I want to thank you guys for stopping into the Eliegh Studios. We have to do this again. We're going to have some live, upcoming, great hot topics coming up soon. I want you guys to tune in to the show. And I want you guys to know that you can visit me on the ElighShowLive.com. And it's going down once again right here on the Eliegh Show. So ladies, we are real women, real talk, all the time, right here on the Eliegh Show. See you guys later. Bye.